It's Wednesday, December 23rd. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is Comic Book Steals and Deals. Over at Golden Apple Comics today, they have the Venom 32. This is the Ken Lashley wrestling variant. There's a King in Black tie-in at $20. They also have the Venom 29. This is the second print. Looks like a family photo. I like this one a lot. $3.99. I imagine it's going to sell pretty well. They have a selection of Ice Cream Man at $3.99 that I don't know if it's available anywhere else, including the number 20, the LCSD, and that is a Dr. Seuss cover. The number 20, the B cover is a Dr. Seuss, and the number 20, the third print Dr. Seuss. They have number 21, the A and the B cover, number 22, the A and the B cover, number 23, the A and the B cover, number 24, the A and the B cover. Again, all available at $3.99 if you're an Ice Cream Man fan. Over at Sanctum Centaurium today, they have the Department of Truth number 4. This is the 1 in 10 Robles variant. Now, I'm really partial to the one that looks like the sketch on a notebook, but I couldn't find that one. This is the other one, the Robles. This is $16.99. They have Harley Quinn number 1. This is a brand new one. I haven't even seen this before. We know that Harley Quinn ended at number 75 just recently, so this is a new Harley Quinn number 1. I'm not sure if it's tied into the what's going on with DC right now, but the cover is done by Yoshitaka Amano, and this is a very kind of stylized Harley Quinn. I like it a lot. I think it's going to sell very well. $18.99. They have Something's Killing the Children, the Robert Hack. $13, number 13. This is Something's Killing the Children, number 13. It's the Robert Hack. I've talked about it again and again and again. Trade is available at $19.99, only available at Sanctum Centaurium Comics. And then they have an Ice Cream Man. The Ice Cream Man is also done by Robert Hack, but it's a Christmas special Ice Cream Man. I didn't see that before. The covers look kind of look similar between the Something Killing the Children and the Ice Cream Man, but that is a Christmas special, and all those specials on Ice Cream Man have been ridiculously great. That's $19.99, and that's a Virgin variant. I also have some viewers who are Templesmith fans. So if you're a fan of the artist Templesmith, over at Sanctum Centaurium, they have Recount number 1 by Templesmith for $20. They have the new Dead End Kids series number 1, $24.95. And there's a Department of Truth number 1. There's a set for $69.99. I'd never seen this before. It's done by Templesmith. If you're a Department of Truth fan, you might want to check this out as well. All over at Sanctum Centaurium today. Over at Big Times Collectibles, they have a Peach Momoko box. Now, they only had 300 of these available. Now they're saying they only have about 100 available, or under 100 available. It's $100. What you're going to get is a Venom 31, a sketch cover. Now, this sketch cover of Venom 31 is only found in this box. You're going to get a secret thank you variant. That secret thank you variant is only found in this box. You get one set of Momoko exclusives. They don't tell you which one. Then 4 random Momokos. Of course, they don't tell you which one they're random. And then 1 random ratio, and that may or not be a Peach Momoko. And then they had a breakdown. I just didn't want to get that far into it, of all the other things that could be added into that box. Now, I would do it if I had the extra 100 lying around right now. And if I do find an extra 100 lying around right now, I probably will do it if it's still available, because I'm interested in that thank you variant, and it's a lot of Momoko for the value. So definitely check that out. Big Time Collectibles. They also have the Venom 32, the Del Auto. Now, if you're going to look at a Venom 32, that Del Auto is killer. $19.99 for the trade, $59.99 for the Virgin variant. All these are linked below. Just look at the links below, bring you right to the page. Over at Bag and Board today, they have Something's Killing the Children number 13. This is the 1 in 25. It's the Franny cover. They make the character kind of look like a little punky kid. Really great cover. Only $30 today over there. They have King in Black number 2, which is getting very difficult to find. From listening to Bueller's show this week, he said that there's some really big things in King in Black number 2. I'm having trouble finding it. Bag and Board has number 2. They've got the regular at $4.99. They've got the tattoo and the secret variant all available at $4.99. You might want to pick one of those up before they completely disappear. And then Batman Beyond is ending at number 50. The B cover is gorgeous. I don't even really get Batman Beyond, so I'm That's the last one of the series. It's going to come back. Batman Beyond's way too popular of a character. But the B cover, actually, who knows what's going on with DC, is available at $3.99. Definitely check it out. 616 Comics today has the last Ronin #2, the third print at $8.99. Definitely check that out. Somebody was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if that goes to a fifth print, and I was like, that's a very good point. But you just got to know as those prints go, get to the first, the second, the print runs are going lower and lower. They have the Black Adam Endless Winter one shot. I've been talking about this one for a while. It is currently starting to sell out. They have it at $4.99. And then they have the Daredevil set of the Nullified 26. Now, this is Daredevil on one cover, Elektra on the other cover, both nullified, both reaching. And the covers kind of connect. They're great looking covers to follow up on Daredevil 25. Available at $7.99. You might want to check that out. They had some great deals at 616 Comics today. Wrath of Comics. Wrath of Comics is our sponsor. We use CBSD10 at checkout to get 10% off our order every day at Wrath of Comics, except on their holiday sale. They got a big holiday sale going on. Some of the things that aren't inside the holiday sale that I saw were the Department of Truth #1, the A and the B cover. They just happen to have Department of Truth #1, the A and the B. The A cover is $9.95 and the B cover is $4.95. They have the Miles Morales Nullified. You're not going to find that anywhere. $4.95. You're going to take 10% off that with CBSD10 at checkout as well. They have Venom #30, the Wu Chol Lee. Now, this is the one that I've been talking about forever. It's that Venom 3 homage. They had it at Amorphous Inc. They may still have it at Amorphous Inc., but they have it at Wrath of Comics for $32.95. Got it in the box. I really do want two more. It's beautiful. Great cover. I would definitely check it out, see what you think. Finally, over at Unknown Comics, I couldn't ignore Unknown Comics today because they have this King in Black 3-pack. It's the Kirkham 3-pack, so you're getting Kirkham cover 1, cover 2, cover 3 for $20. All three of those for $20. And with King in Black 2, that cover that he did is awesome with Venom coming out of the grave. That's his #2. You're going to get #2, which is selling out fast. You're going to get a variant on 2. You're going to get 3 that is a pre-sale. 3 hasn't come out yet. All for $20. That's amazing. They also have the King in Black Venom vs. Carnage. This is that in Huckley that sold out everywhere. They have it for $75. Trying to find other comic book stores as well. So if you do have some comic book stores that you see that I'm missing, definitely leave them in the comments and I'll look them up as well. So as we reach the end of the year, I just wanted to go over and these are obvious choices, but these are basically my top 10 picks for 2020. The top 10 series that I see as the top 10 series of 2020. In no particular order, we have Ice Cream Man, Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, Miles Morales, Venom, Thor, Batman Who Laughs, Dark Knight Death Metal, and then the regular Batman title. And what I was looking at, what my criteria for this list were, I mean, these were obviously the best-selling titles probably of 2020, or the most hyped series of 2020, and I might have missed some in there. But what I was looking at, these were, when you're talking about like the Batman Who Laughs, Dark Knight Death Metal, not Dark Knight Death Metal, but a little bit. Those DC series, they were introducing so many characters, so there were so many opportunities to get first appearances of characters in the DC universe, which is huge. That doesn't happen often, particularly when they're building good characters. There's new characters all the time, but they're throwaway characters. They're just one issue characters that are just they disappear forever. But these are sticking good characters. It's James Tynion runs through this list as far as titles that got written that are on there. I think he has 2 or 3 of them on this list. Miles Morales with the Ultimate Fallout. I mean, you really can't ignore that. It was the Ultimate Fallout title, but it's Miles Morales that drove that, and then the subsequent series afterwards. The Miles Morales series #1 is just one of the bigger books. There's no Star Wars on here because Star Wars is just it's there was somebody who said, um, when I was listening to a show once, there was somebody who said, my wife won't let me buy Star Wars, and this was a couple of months ago. So this was right before things really got crazy. And he was like, my wife won't let me buy Star Wars. We lost way too much money on that when with the other movies. And I was like, that's very true. I mean, there was a lot of money left on the table there for the last, gosh, 15 years for comic books and Star Wars. Now we see that the original series those are $10 to $15 books a piece. Those original series, $10 to $15. That's where they start. Um, and then the newer series where they're introducing the new characters, but that really goes to, there's one comic book in 2001 that came out, and it's that first Ahsoka, and that's the book that you want. But and there are other books that are adding to that list now. But honestly, over the past 20 years in Star Wars comic books, how many Star Wars comic books are there in the past 20 years that you needed to get? There's as of today, there's a handful. Um, so if you've been buying Star Wars for the last 20 years and you have boxes and boxes of Star Wars, half of that stuff is burnable. If it has any attachment to that the sequel trilogy, it's kind of like you can keep yourself warm during the winter with that stuff. Um, So that's not on my list because that is just still too much of a risk. I don't really put in. I don't really look at or spec on really small press books because they just don't tend to do make that next move. They don't make that next step. Um, and I don't really spec on DC books that much because I don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't think anybody does. So there's like people investing in story and character while the background is just completely crumbling. The thing that supports it, the business that supports it up, is completely just deteriorating. But I don't know. It was in a very interesting time to start doing this and looking at comics. I can't imagine doing this show without the titles that I just mentioned being so big this year because I constantly reported on Ice Cream Man, Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, Miles Morales, Venom, Thor, and then you could not ignore Batman Who Laughs, Dark Knight Death Metal, and then the Batman title in general after Tom King left, so. But that's all I got for you right now. You the postal office is screwing with me. It's the brown truck people, not the United States Postal Office. But the box that left its departed on the 7th, they say is on a truck being delivered today, and I don't believe it because I don't think we don't get deliveries past 4 o'clock, and it's just about 4 o'clock now. That one's not out there, so they're gonna push it even another day. So that box is everything. I have a short box full of books ready to auction, with some really nice variants in here. But until I get that, I got to get that box, and then I can do it. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve. We will be doing something tonight. We can't. I can't do it tomorrow. I can't do it tomorrow. We have to do something tonight. So look for me to be doing something live tonight around 8 o'clock. Um, but yeah, I can't do it on Christmas Eve. So we will definitely do something tonight, whether or not the box comes in or not. We still have a bunch of books here, and if not, we'll just hang out and talk because it is the season of Christmas, and it'd be good to see you guys. So I'll talk to you guys around 8 o'clock. Beyond that, I'll talk to you later.